2017 to 2019 is the era in which I created this YouTube channel. Now, why am I bringing that up? Well, today I'm going to be reviewing the album 2017 to 2019 by Against All Logic. Now, Against All Logic, I don't know much about the artist, so I will not speak about that. However, the album is compiled of instrumentals that were created from the years 2017 to 2019. Now, he has another album that's like 2012 to 2017, but the problem with that album is that I'm going to be talking about this short album filled with instrumentals and how it's pretty good background music. So the first thing we're going to look at is going to be the album cover. So the album cover consists of a white background with orange colored text that says the album name, and then it has the titles of the tracks on the album, and then it has some other text, and then it also has some like just borders that are yellow. The color scheme, honestly, the album cover kind of reminds me of the Life of Pablo album cover. So in the corner there is a guy with a phone, and it's a stock image with a watermark on it, which is my thoughts on the album before I get into the track by track review is that I like it. So the first song is called Fantasy, and it consists of a lot of vocal samples and also, I want to say a bass line, but it kind of sounds like it's not an instrument at all, and it kind of makes up for like all of the drums of the song. I don't know. But it's not that sparse. There's a bunch of little instruments also laced in there, and over time the song gets a few more instruments added, like it gets a kick and it gets a snare. So it's not like it's not the most simplistic beat, obviously. If you're gonna have an instrumental album, the instrumentals have to be very good. So yeah, that's my review of this song. Overall, this song, actually, I'm not going to rate these songs out of 10s. Considering they're only instrumentals, so it's kind of like half of a song, I'm going to rate each one of these songs out of 5. So out of 5, this song gets a 5. Alright, next song. Now, this song, compared to the other ones, is a little bit more sparse, or at least compared to the last one. It mainly consists of just a basic groove with a couple of drums and a vocal sample and a little bit of a melody little thing for the entire song. The song is still definitely very good, but compared to the last one, it's a little bit lackluster. Not really, but it's not one of the best songs on this album, but it's still pretty good. I would actually give this one a 4 out of 5. Alright, next song. The next song is called With an Addict. So this song starts out sounding like a fucking Donkey Kong soundtrack song, but then as it goes on, it gets a lot more, I don't know, spacey, and it gets a lot more, sad. I actually cried while listening to the song. The beat that the song started with goes away and then comes back later on, and you get this vocal sample added in. It's a pretty good, solid song overall. Now, it is 7 minutes long, but that doesn't really detract that much. And I'd say that this song gets a 5 out of 5. This next song is called If You Can't Do It Good, Do It Hard. And this one is just an absolute banger. The actual vocal sample in the song doesn't come in until the about 2.5 minute point, but then when it comes in, the song turns into even more of a banger.
Can't do it good, do it hard. Do it, can't do it, can't do it good, do it hard. Can't do it, can't do it good, do it hard. Can't do it, can't do it.
It's kind of like a little bit of a build up until it gets to that point. The song gets a 5 out of 5. The next song is called Alarm. This is a pretty short one and also a pretty simple one. It mostly stays the same for the entire song. It goes like, and then there's some drums. There's barely any switch ups, but it's less than 2 minutes long, so whatever. Overall, it's another banger, it sounds pretty good. Pretty good production, but I don't know, it's just, I feel like it could have been better in some ways, and this is definitely a song that's like It's short, so it doesn't really contribute to the background music as much, because it's like, I don't know. So overall, this song gets a 3 out of 5. Overall, the album gets a 39 out of 45, but if I were to rate it out of 10, I'd probably give this album an 8 out of 10. That's as an album in total. In the scale of instrumental albums, this album would probably be like a 9, right, compared to instrumental albums. But as an album in total, the only scenario where you're going to listen to this is pretty much going to be as background music. So actually, I'm going to bump that down to a 7. So it's like there's a 7 for as an album just in general, and then there's a 9 for an instrumental album. So in total, I guess it would be kind of like closer to an 8. I don't know. There's not really a bad song on the album. There's just a few that are like kind of meh. But yeah, overall, this album, I definitely recommend listening to it. So yeah, that's the end of the video. One thing before I go though, this week I'm trying to work on a clipping album ranking video, and also this week there should be a video up on my second channel, so that's gonna be fun.